back into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And incomplete to open things up.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by their new quarterback for 2021 in his 4th season overall now after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football can make a play himself, as we just saw there. That's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point forthcoming. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 19 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running right, Lindsey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they bump the lead up to 4. 10-6. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunity.
Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A good-looking drive so far for the... And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Now to return, this is David Johnson.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. One drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Panthers on 3rd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. Desmond King back deep. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They begin the drive with Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Watson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. Shoves him aside. Johnson jostles free. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch there for a first down. Now in his second year with the Panthers, but he has a history with Sam Darnold, his new quarterback. They played together with the Jets in Darnold's first 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Second and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 57 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Sly on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. To Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He's got Anderson on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A couple of former Jets. Darnold to Anderson. First down, Carolina. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Gets past one man and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up second down. Darnold from the gun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On the right right side. This is Miller.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Timberrod Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And finally, on Monday Night Football, bitter rivals in the NFC East, the Eagles and Cowboys from Arlington at 8:15 Eastern Time. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And he's been pretty good, and we see some of his good play, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit better right now. They're down.
He does look good in the spotlight, though, doesn't he? He does look good in the highlights, but that's not what truly matters. And right now, as a team, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to get back into the lead. He has to continue to play well, has to keep rallying the offense. The defense has got to pick things up a little bit. And I don't think there's much animosity between the two sides. On the really good teams, both take accountability and try and figure out how they can do more to get their team on top.
Well, he's doing his part. He's been good. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's King. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Lindsey now off the read option.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Oh, good move. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Slide for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. First down. Lindsey. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Here's McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.